Stranded Deep is another game which begins with a shipwreck in which the player is the lone survivor. Only this time, it's set in the Pacific Ocean. Players must find their way to shore first before they can even begin to work on their survival plan. Setting up on an island can be difficult, and players might struggle at first, but once they get the hang of it, this is a thoroughly enjoyable experience. Stranded Deep allows players to explore one of the world's great oceans and forces them to adapt to survive. Subnautica is the best survival game set in open waters available for players today. The world here is beautiful, as players explore underwater on a strange alien planet with a dark underside. Players must explore the world to find resources and uncover the secrets of the planet they find themselves on. Survival can be a challenge, as there is wildlife around which can harm the player if they're not careful. Subnautica encourages players to dive and explore underwater, and there is a lot for players to do to stay occupied in this game. Under the Waves is an underwater adventure survival game in which Stan, a professional diver in the North Sea, tries to cope with a life-changing loss. Stan, who begins to experience strange events during this volunteer duty, will have to make the most important choice of his life. The play makes you feel the intense grief to your core, accompanied by the narrator. This game offers a single-player underwater exploration experience. Join professional diver Stan on a surreal journey and confront the memories trapped in his own memory. Discover how Stan embraces a new tomorrow after a painful loss. Raft is one of the most well-known and acclaimed games within the survival genre, and for good reason. Players must build a raft and set sail, continuing to build their raft as parts get destroyed by sharks in the water. There are a lot of crafting options in the game as well, so players can build essentially a self-sustaining community on their raft, even as the raft gets slowly destroyed by sharks. Raft is a fantastic survival game which can be played alone or as a co-op experience and asks players to build a raft from scratch to survive. Sunken Land is a base-building survival game with a twist. It all takes place on a version of Earth which is completely covered in water, so players need to be quick and efficient in order to survive the ocean. Players can explore the world and find other bases to trade with or even attack if they feel so inclined. Diving is a key part of the gameplay, as players can find artifacts of the past world beneath the waves and can find resources to sustain their base. Sunken Land is a unique take on survival in gaming, and there's a lot to explore in its drowned world. Captain Bones, A Pirate's Journey, allows players to live out life on the seas as a pirate captain. Survival will be difficult, as Captain Bones is a sought-after pirate and troops will be trying to kill him on nearly every island. Along with that, players will also need to manage crew needs and build improvements for the ship, meaning this game has a lot more to it than some other games in the genre. Captain Bones, A Pirate's Journey allows players to explore the sea, but challenges them with the survival of their ship and crew. Under a New Sun combines the base building and survival genres on another planet, as players take on the role of a lone survivor from a shipwreck. The planet is very similar to Earth, including its open waters. From there, players can explore the world and sail the seas to find out what happened to the crew and find more resources for survival to build a life under a new sky. Under a New Sun is an exciting and unique survival game set on an intergalactic sea very similar to those on Earth. Salt Two Shores of Gold is another pirate survival game which offers players a wide-open and ocean-based world to explore. Players can sail anywhere they want to in this procedurally generated world, but they need to hunt and fish for food to ensure survival. The world is not entirely peaceful either, as there are enemy pirates at every turn. Salt Two Shores of Gold offers players the chance to become a pirate and live a peaceful life on the open seas. Surviving the Abyss combines the management genre with the survival genre. Players must manage a scientific facility at the bottom of the ocean in the year 1976 to perfect cloning technology. For the facility to survive, players must keep enough power, oxygen, and food for their crew, and should remember to place enough lights to stave off the horrors of the dark, which are always closing in. Surviving the Abyss is a challenge even for experienced survival gamers, as there is a lot to manage to ensure the survival of the team. In Feed and Grow Fish, players begin as a small fish in a large ocean and must eat other fish to survive and become bigger. The game is simple yet enjoyable, and any player can get the hang of it, but becoming as big as possible will take a long time and will require being strategic to succeed. Feed and Grow Fish is a beautifully simplistic take on the open water survival genre, making it perfect for players who have never delved into the genre before.